Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel, Gilded Rose Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in, Aries. We're going to talk about your January 2021, the forecast, the energies that are present in your energy. It's going to be a very, I feel, exciting January for you. It looks like you're starting a lot of new things. Like, that's what I was picking up on when I was tuning into your energy. You guys are starting something new. There's a new idea, there's a new passion, there's a new focus, and you're like all about it. Yeah, let's get into these cards. You guys are showing up as the Seven of Wands. Um, you may like feel singled out. You may feel like there's a lot that is asking of you. The Seven of Wands is all about like people kind of like wanting to see what you can do, seeing what your strengths and your weaknesses are. This is very like job interview energy, like um, things like that, where it's like you might be competing for a position, um, but not even like it's not even competing for a position. It's almost like it's between you and another person, and you're like in a trial stage of like you're in like a mock uh day at work, you know what I mean, for a job interview. Like it's like that sort of level. Like you're in and you're almost in. They just really want to see how you are really on the how you're in, are in the field, not how you are on paper. You know what I mean? You could have even joined a new thing, joined a new creative group, or joined a new job. Um, it's like, it's a new year, so we always start. There's always like new things in a new job. Like you even could be a school teacher. It's just like up, like the school year is restarting after a break, but like you're going into it with a whole new sort of energy and excitement. Um, you might even be like, I know some places we're doing remote learning, but then shifting into like in-person schooling. So maybe you this is the first month of in-person schooling for you guys. Some teachers, if you're a teacher, if that applies, if that resonates. But yeah, like in all of this, the newness that you have signed up for, that you are a part of, that I'm getting from the Ace of Wands as well, and the root energy, the Ace of Swords, it's like you may feel singled out because you're new. There's a new set of rules, and you're just having to navigate that new world. Um, but yeah, the Ace of Wands is, to me, the Ace of Wands talks of invigoration. There's like a new inspiration and a new idea. I mean, there may be like, you may have like newfound motivation or newfound energy towards something. Like you're feeling as though you can make something happen. Whereas before you might not have been feeling like that. You're now feeling like you can make something happen. There's like a whole new sort of motivation you have towards something, a project. And this project could even just be your life. You might have not felt motivated about your life previously, but now introducing these new ideas and new things has you motivated about it and excited to like, you know, get out there, get networking and handling all that's being thrown at you. Um, yeah, let's get into this week to week. There is Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups. Um, it's like there's just like a sense of overwhelming emotion, maybe to a point of like being bedridden. You might even just be spending a lot of time alone. You might just be alone by yourself, and you could be feeling kind of lonely, um, but really just full of emotion. You might even be feeling just like in all that you do in your life in January, just like kind of that feeling of being on the brink of tears. And you like don't know why you're like welling up and like crying randomly at like random things, um, crying at stuff that doesn't usually make you cry. Um, that exists. The Ten of Cups traditionally really talks of like emotional fulfillment, and like that's depicted in most tarot decks as like a family. You may just be feeling kind of emotionally overwhelmed, emotionally heavy. Um, Second week, Nine of Pentacles, all like, bam, you are transmuting that lonely energy. Honestly, it's like you go from feeling heavy with emotion, maybe even feeling bad about yourself or about where you're at in your life, to seeing it as a good thing. You're like, kind of like, oh, okay, like you realize kind of your power. You're like, oh, I'm actually great because of this, this, and this, and I enjoy my own company. You're also like taking care of yourself. This is the card of like self sufficiency. This is just like really being solid in you and yourself, like, and like in all encompassing. Like you're like, I'm my emotions are under like, you know, my emotions are coming from a healthy place, and you know my money's right. Like I really, I like, she's looking so classy. She owns that house, she owns that car in the driveway, she's got a key in her hand. Like she's got it all, she's got the key. um Self-sufficiency. You're alone and you're loving it. You're on your shit. Okay. Third week, Nine of Wands. You now are going from the like, I love that it's two nines. Because like you're going from the self-sufficiency that is the Nine of Pentacles to now the contemplative, almost nostalgic energy of the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is always looking back and taking stock and being like, how did I get here? How far have I come? What have I gone through to get here? What lessons have I learned? What skills have I acquired? And what does that mean for my future? It's just a time, the third week, you might just be looking back on everything. It's a time to look back on all that you've gone through so that you can move forward, making less mistakes than before, making different mistakes than before. Not less, you just don't want to be making the same mistakes over and over again. And the Knight of Wands really stops us from being able to do that, because we can look back at the lessons that we've learned and recognize now, like, previous red flags that we missed. And so now it really will illuminate your present now by looking back. And especially in the third week, you can take that time. In the fourth week, King of Pentacles, you really, again, like, you guys this month are, I honestly am seeing that you guys just have a whole new outlook on your life. Whereas before, you might have been looking at your life and feeling stuck and stagnant in it. There's something new that you guys introduce to either your regiment, your daily thing, and take on a new hobby or a class, or something that you reintroduce that has you really feeling comfortable. You guys are really like, material comfort is definitely on the forefront of your mind in January. And so you really could be thinking about that a lot, but the last week, it's solved, and not even solved, but like you're comfortable in it. Like the money is coming in if you're asking for it. If you're asking for stability, it's there. It's come in. It came in the second week, it looks like. Like the King of Pentacles is all about physical comfort by way of material comfort. So you have more than enough. You have more than enough that you can actually start to share with those around you. And so, like, if you felt like you were on an uphill battle at the beginning of the month, you more than conquered it at the end of the month. Like, you're at the top of Mount Everest looking down at the amazing view. You are a star. Yeah. Okay, Aries, that's all I got for you. Looks like a transformative, beautiful month for you guys. Um, Ended up being really short, but like your energy was just the messages that came through was so clear. It's like you guys are just really having a good, comfortable month, and people might be asking a lot of you and asking for your attention. But don't worry, don't worry. You got this, and I honestly think you guys like the dance of it all. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.